Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. Now I'm gonna come back with another video. Hey man, say man, look. Shout out to JSM, man. Without JSM, this video wouldn't be possible. We got the Lakers update on Rui, LeBron, Austin Reaves, because obviously I think like they got like an injury report or they setting up for like ideal playoffs. I don't know what's going on. Let's just watch it. Of course, we only gonna watch 8 minutes, bro. I'm not gonna get into all the blabber and yapping and things of that nature. 8 minutes. Let's get it, y'all.
Following a dominant Lakers win over the OKC Thunder, there is a highly anticipated rematch between them again tonight. But there might not be much of a rematch to begin with. Yes, the game will obviously be played, but likely not with much of the Lakers' current rotation, or team for that fact. I mean, if you've seen their current injury report, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Up until this point, only 2 guys have officially been ruled out, including both Rui Hachimura and Maxi Kleber, but it might not take too much longer for about 4, 5, or even 6 of them to also be ruled out. And well, if they would go that route, and if that would happen, they would pretty much be punting this game, which actually might not be a terrible idea for them. No, they have not officially locked up the 3rd seed, which they're currently in right now by the way, if you weren't aware, but it will only take about 2, maybe 3 more wins for them to get there, and with them currently having 4 games left, this could be the one they punt and then try to win the other 2 or 3, and still be able to retain and get that 3rd seed. So with that in mind here, should they go that route? Should they instead try to win this game? Or what would be the best pathway for them? And then if they would actually get the 3rd seed, who would be their ideal playoff opponent in round 1? We'll talk about that and break it all down here. But before we get too far into it, let's go over our... And like I mentioned...
Listen, if you've been in a car accident, don't call...
for the Lakers. Not only guys like Maxi Kleber, who has yet to come off the injury report but may eventually get there, though that's neither here nor there yet, along with Rui Hachimura, has yet to play back-to-back games for their team after coming back from that knee injury, which they're currently trying to manage, and that's why he's been ruled out already. But then along with them, maybe Luka Doncic, maybe LeBron James, maybe Austin Reaves, and then maybe even Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent with them, which like I mentioned would obviously be punting this game, and that might be a good pathway for them. No, the Thunder are not taking that route. They're trying to win this game, and they're also trying to win last game too, which a couple fans are currently confused about, and I'll quickly touch on that. The reason why they're still trying to win despite having the number 1 seed locked up in the West is because they're trying to lock up the number 1 seed in the NBA overall. Not only in the Western Conference, but simply in the entire NBA. Right now they currently do have it, having a 2-game lead over Cleveland, and that could lead to them having the best record, but it's not locked up quite yet. After all, Cleveland does own the tiebreaker between them, so if they would meet come the NBA Finals, OKC has got to have the better record between them, not only a tied record, but actually a better record than them, to have that home court advantage. So yes, they do have incentive to win this game, win their final 4 games remaining, and even their last game that they dropped to the Lakers, which many claim that they tried to lose or were not trying to win. So that's obviously false, and that's why. But apart from that, getting back to the purple and gold here and what road they should take, not only in this game, but with their final 4 games and their final 4 opponents remaining. And yes, they do have 4 left if you weren't aware at this point. Obviously tonight in OKC against the Thunder, which they may or may not punt, then traveling to Dallas, having a game against Dallas and potentially their first rematch with Anthony Davis, so that should be fun. Then finally coming back to LA for another rematch against Houston. That could be a tough one for them, and one they obviously could not afford to drop if they get beat tonight. And then finally ending their season with a game in Portland, which that definitely won't be a given for them either, as Portland has been quietly tough in the past couple of months now. And with all of that in mind here, should that translate to them trying to win their game tonight, or trying to punt it and give some guys some much needed rest?
Well, man, it look like these niggas about to punt it, bro. I damn near don't even want to watch the rest of this shit, man. It looks like these niggas about to punt it.
If you ask me, I probably would lean toward giving guys rest. Obviously, that could be huge for guys like LeBron, Luka, Dorian Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura, who's already been ruled out, all of which have been managing injuries and trying to get fully healthy after being hurt in the past couple of months, and this could be a great opportunity for them But then again, it could be a very bad opportunity if they would drop a game in Houston. Then an unexpected game against a team like Dallas, who is currently trying to win out. They could move up to the 9th seed and therefore give themselves a better spot in the play-in tournament. Or then for Portland, a team that's got nothing to lose at this point, a very young team, and a team that might be trying to play spoiler. So I guess you never know. Everybody wants to beat the Lakers, we know that, so can't take a game for granted. If they lose tonight, gotta win at least 2 after this point, and in my opinion, not a single one of them are a given for them. Yes, if they play well and play their hardest, they should and definitely have the likely chance of winning, but I wouldn't guarantee it, and you never know what might happen. If they would win 2 of their final 4, then they're likely to win the 3rd seed, barring a multi-team tiebreaker where Minnesota finishes 4-0 and Denver finishes 3-0, then they'll get bumped down to the 4th seed, and that would obviously not be good for them. Again, if they do win 3 out of 4, don't worry about it, they will have the 3rd seed. Technically could even get the 2nd seed if Houston would drop all 4 of their final games, and then the Lakers would beat them in their matchup. So could be a possibility, but definitely shooting for the 3rd seed at this point. And I think it's a pretty good shot even with them resting tonight, which I think they will do for better or worse. I'm not against it.
Hey man, we ain't against it, y'all. Next video. I'm sorry, I just feel like he just repeating himself at this time. Right? Listen, I got other videos to watch, man. Next video, let's go.